Hey everyone, Steve here. This video is just about all the cards that I've sold from Friday afternoon to Monday morning. So this is everything basically from a full weekend of sales. Now it's a little bit more than usual. Usually I have around 10 to 15 cards a day, and that's about normal for me. But I had a little bit of sales over the weekend, and I sent out some offers, and more people were going to my website, and it just felt like a better weekend than normal. So I'm just going to show off everything I sold, give you an idea of the things that do sell in this modern day age of Pokemon, and let's get into it. Now, if you bought any of these cards, thanks for purchasing off me. Obviously, always appreciate it. Appreciate anyone that really interacts with me, because I'm pretty lonely. Nah, not really, don't worry about me. So we sold this, so much cat hair. Cat hair is like my catalyst. Get away from here. This beautiful Altart Greninja Zorak. I won't show everything, but got this Erica's Hospitality. I actually sold a PSA 10, so let me just put that one down. Let me put the right one there. We actually sold a PSA 10 Erica's, so that 9 should not be there. See, it's a good thing. I always like to, I just pull everything out right away, and then I like to get like a nice big double check on everything, because recently I did send the wrong cards to some people, and it's really bad when that happens. It's really bad. It makes multiple people angry. It makes yourself angry. So if you can do a little bit more effort, don't rush. Definitely try not to send cards to the wrong people. So we've got this PSA 9 Slowpoke Web. It's like 1 or 2 dots edgeware. It's awesome. We've got the Charizard Pokemon Go Holo. Really nice. Not all these cards are super expensive. Like, I don't want to put prices on all of them, but this is like $59.99 Australian. We've got someone bought these 2 Cardass cards that look sweet. To be honest, I reckon these are great deals. These are so hard to find. They're very hard to grade. These are around like $250 for the pair. Now, all the prices I'm saying are Australian. We've got the Mewtwo V Altart 200. This card should be a lot more, to be honest. It is a Mewtwo Altart. It is awesome, to be honest. I just purchased a lot of them, and I'm happy to sell a few of them a little bit cheaper. It's not the end of the world, but eventually I can see that card being like a $300, $400 Altart. Probably give it a few more months, wait for Pokemon Go to go out of fashion. It's still a 2022 set. So someone bought these 2 Charizards from me, Detective Pikachu Charizard and Pokemon Go. Sold those quite a lot as well. And someone else bought Reshiram Charizard and Misty's Favor. I've got this beautiful Flygon EX. Now, we don't always sell cards that are like more expensive. I'm generally trying to sell cards that aren't that expensive, because stuff like this is like really hard to come along. Just a PSA 10 Flygon EX Mirage Forest. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that holo. Look at it shine. Cute little swirl. Big holo bubble up there. Someone else, they purchased Azumarill and Cherry Blossom Afro Pikachu. Great promo. This Azumarill actually was the longest, how do I say this? It was had the longest days of tenure in my store. This was in my store for 680 days, and I sold this for 59 Australian dollars. I had it priced at around 100 for like, I guess 600 days, and I wasn't doing the best of upkeeping on my older inventory, so I've marked it down to 59, and someone took advantage of that. And yeah, so when I'm saying that this whole grading thing, it is not that lucrative, because some of the cards you might be holding for a very long time. The texture on these full art EVs is actually mind-blowing, to be honest. It's so nice. It's so detailed. They are secret rares too from the Eevee Heroes set. Another person purchases 3 beautiful cards. Rulers of the Heavens and Darkrush Slowking. Very cute. All recent cards. You got this Mr. Mime. It's about $60 for this. Cardass Mr. Mime. Looking pretty good as a PSA 9. Yeah, I've graded very few of those in 10s. This Hyper Rare V-Star Mewtwo looks awesome. I think the new generations of Hyper Rares are a lot better than the old. The new glitter across the card. The colors are more different. It's not just like a full rainbow. It's like the Pokemon is more colored. Yeah, it looks sick. It's called the CP6 Blastoise. Turn that light on a little bit more. There we go. What's wrong with this? Why we get a PSA 9? Oh, yeah. Just one dot edge at the bottom. Just 2 dots, it looks like. Just left and right hand side. That's not too bad. I'd be happy with this. Great card. You got Gyarados, Blastoise, and Vaporeon. I mean, what more can you realistically ask for? Great, amazing, awesome card. You got the Magmortar level X from Secrets of the Lakes. This is pretty good. I love Secret of the Lakes. Oh, that's actually, what is that, Edgeware? Oh, we got away with something there. It's not terrible. It's not insane. It is 1 dot. PSA 10 does allow for a little bit of imperfection. Would be nice if the card was completely perfect, but we don't make the rules. We just grade the cards. Got this PSA 7 Shining Mew. Now this one's in a card sleeve for whatever reason. I was sleeving cards at a certain point, but now I don't because they just leave like... Let me see if I can see it on this video. It's very faint, but the card sleeves just put streaks up and down the card of like the case. They just put like really, really long streaks. You can kind of see it there. They just scratch the case like all the way up. And I just stopped using card sleeves. Some people message me and be like, hey, why didn't you put a card sleeve on the card? And I just explained to them, I'm like, look, I used to, but they just damaged the case. And I got more complaints about scratches on the cases than I do now about not having card sleeves. So I choose to not use card sleeves, even though I have thousands just sitting there. It does suck, obviously, you get fingerprints on the cards and, you know, it's whatever, but at least you can just wash it off. And now I'm just a little bit more careful when I'm handling the cards not to scratch them, because they are very soft on the front. Got the Trade Please 20th promo. Pikachu campaign card, you know, a little bit more bread and butter cards, character rares, $50 each for all those. I'm looking at roughly a $20 margin, nothing crazy, you know, nothing to write home about or put me in some record book. Just normal stuff that people like to buy. This is a big one though, Giratina Full Art. Sold this for $1,300. I think anyone buying these cards should be very happy. They look great. This one is a little bit rough, to be honest. Edgeware at the bottom. These ones can have a little bit more prone to edgeware than normal cards, just because like it's full art texture all the way to the end. But yeah, I submitted 20 of these and I got 18 PSA 10s and 2 PSA 9s. So pretty good 10 rate on the Giratina. The Roxy PSA 9. Looking pretty clean. Probably a centering issue. Most full art trainers are thicker at the bottom and smaller at the top, just because they got to fit this thing there at the bottom. And I just, for some reason, they're just always bottom heavy. I don't know. So it doesn't really feel like they're off-centered if they're all like that. Like, I don't think that's a centering issue. I think it's like a production thing. So we got this Victory Medal with a swirl. That's awesome. Don't see that every day. Even I'm saying swirls are cool. Everyone seems to like swirls. Really clean. Super clean. Love the gold Victory Medal. We have the Charizard 25th holo. Sold a few of those. Espeon VMAX promo. Oh, great Alakazam Secret Rare. Just absolutely great. Look at that. So clean. Beautiful artwork. We got Umbreon and Lugia and Alakazam. That was a really good era. 2016. That was, I guess, a good year. Maybe era is not the right, but it was a really great year for Pokemon 2016. I would probably go on the record to say that was like the best year ever in Pokemon 2016. I hope we can get a year in the future which is like the same, but we had Ponchos, we had Mario Pikachu, we had 20th anniversary, we had Battle Festa events, we had everything, you know, and whatever the English sets are. We got the Visitor Deoxys 10th movie promo PSA 10 is around $100. Blaine's Typhlosion was around 100. Crystal Towers Entei was around 100. Greninja Zorak was around, I guess, 150. Gold Snorlax was 150. Got the Rayquaza, VMAX Climax, 2 Bagons to a Bagon collector, and then 2 Meiji promos. Someone purchased these. This was like $30 and this one was like $100. So there we go. All in all, pretty decent sales over the weekend. I would like to get my volume up a little bit, but we'll have to wait for me to get more cards for me to sell more cards. But selling like 50 cards in a weekend when I only have like 1,200 to 1,100 listings is pretty good. That's a very large amount of the inventory overall, so I'm happy with this. And if any of you purchased any of these cards, I really appreciate it. And have a great day.